And then last but not least, I had to fit the water pump guard, by which time you'd gone home because it had gone dark, which stumped me completely. And when I looked, it's the same on both sides. It's a kind of threaded post that holds the brackets in. If you take that out, there's the 5mm long screw will go right in, and the spacer sort of emulates that post, and then you have to thread it all the way through. So I managed to do that. Unfortunately, it was a two-man job, but you weren't there. So I super glued it. I super glued the post on, and anyway, this is how that went. By the time we'd fitted the crash bars and I'd had my tea, that's a couple of days spent on doing this job, because it's my bike and I wanted to do it correctly. If I did it again, it'd definitely be a lot quicker, and no doubt the dealers can whiz it through. But although it was going dark, I wanted to finish it off, so I added the water pump guard and the radiator guard. One a quick job, one took a little bit longer. Here's how that went. Okay, let's fit the water pump mount. Have to remove this 5mm post bolt. See that in there? To undo that bracket, this post here has to come out and be replaced. Luckily, that's not too tight. It would have been easier to do this, obviously, while the guard and everything was off, but it is doable this way. So that comes out, that holds the bracket. We'll replace that with a bolt with a spacer. So we have to go through the bracket, then through the guard, and the spacer goes against the engine, like so. So the guard is at the front, and that part will go up there. So definitely would be handy with two people. And to not be doing it in the dark, as I appear to be at the moment. Still, needs must and all that. Of course, that was always going to happen. Okay. I of course think I'm being super clever. I've super glued the spacer to that, bolted it on with that for now. Hopefully it's dry. That was the bolt that was into the engine that held that bracket. So if I can get that in there, I might have a chance of actually doing this, if just as long as the glue holds. We may have a winner. I just felt the glue come off the back of the spacer, but the spacer is in position. You can see in there, but the spacer is in position. Sorted. Got to tighten that up. And fit this bit here, which needs a bit of... This will require some Loctite eventually, but for now, it can just go in. Now you can see the rubber goes against there. That will be Loctited up. Ready to put that screw back in there. Would have been better to have done this when we had it all off, but almost there. That's a 4mm. Bases at the back, brackets at the front, the long bolts going in, no Loctite on that one, probably just as well if it's going into the engine. So it's a special M5 bolt, but it's only got a 4mm. There you go. Sorted. That's tight. Now tomorrow I'm going to take it out for a ride, see if everything's alright, take that out and Loctite it and just check everything over. The only thing I'm not sure of, if anybody knows, there are 2 rubber spacers left which you fit in there if you are fitting just the crash bars, but they don't appear to fit with the bash plate, so presumably therefore if you fit it without the bash plate, because you don't have to have the bash plate, but otherwise I've got to take it all apart again. Well, at least take this part out and fit them in. I tried fitting them, they wouldn't go in. I think they're to make up for this distance here with. So in the end I got that done, it's all done, and that's the complete off-road kit done. On that note, much older and achier codger biker Dr. J say adieu. Oh, one last thing, just remembered. Guess what? Go on. Radiator guard. I found a radiator guard in all the bubble wrap the cat was sleeping on. What you got there? Is that all your Christmases come at once? Ducati box full of bubble wrap. Oh. So I put that in. Relatively straightforward. Here's how that went. One last piece, the replacement off-road radiator guard, metal I think. Shouldn't be too difficult. So offering it up, looks like it clips in at the top, 2 4mm at the bottom, and replaces the plastic one. There's one bolt, there's the other bolt. So undo those, pull it off, clip the other one in, put the bolts back in. How hard can that be? That one has a collar, this one doesn't, so presumably you have to swap those. Okay, that seems to be right. There's a slot there and a slot at the top, so only thing is those aren't the right bolts, because plastic ones need to have a collar, so I'm going to put that one in to hold it and go and find some. Okay, I'm going to find some flat head nuts to go. It just fits tighter, that's all. I wonder why they didn't fit that originally. Okay, there's some flathead ones in the pack, presumably they're the right ones. For a bolt, just an ordinary, like a flanged washer, a flanged bolt rather than the collared one. There we go. Performance. It is a performance. It's a performance to get the damn thing on and off. Anyway, seems to be okay. Seems to fit. Hopefully it won't fall off when I'm going down the motorway. So it really is complete. Hooray! I'm going for a bath and sleep for about 48 hours. Oh look, brackets for fog lights. Now there's an idea. So that was a quick and easy job. The Ducati Performance Off-Road radiator guard. Job's a good one, all complete. I'm now leaving this bike alone for some time because I've had enough. Codger Biker, Dr. J are out. Actually out on the bikes for once. Well, that was a difficult job, Ernie, but we got it done. What do you say to that? Codger Biker is... Thank you.